thank you for everyone who's supporting this channel, for everyone who's watching, for anyone who's commenting, for anyone who's liking and sharing. Hey up guys, well we're here, of course we're here, we're always here. I've just been told by a friend of the family, someone that knew my brother, that where we are, it's the longest continuous incline. It's not like steep as in 11 and 10, but it goes on for so long, it's such a steady gradient, but it's the longest one in the country, the longest road in the country that follows that. If you end up watching this, cheers James, thank you for that. And I'm sure a lot of you will know this road. They said it's about 5 miles in total, which is about 8 kilometres. And when the Tour de France comes to Britain, this is one of the roads that they go up on. I'm just up on that road and I saw these and I thought, blooming heck, what specimens they are. Well guys, we all know Doctor. Turns out it's home. We're at Gallifrey. He don't look right happy about it. Not sure where here is. I know we can get on his way back home, and that's all that matters. You go in one place and you find somewhere else and you think, well, I've got to have a look, because it looks like you can get through there. Just centre frame, and then it sort of wibbles off into background, into distance. So we're going to try. We're going to have a look. Now I don't know if you can see, but we can't get through this gate. So we'll head back as we were on here, taking it to the left, going down. Well, you don't have a look, you don't know. And always you're on the risk of someone just saying, you and your doggy, bugger off. Almost entirely untouched for centuries. And you may think, why do I like these worlds? This kind of pre-industrial revolution world that we live in. We live in a post-industrial revolution world. Why do I like these pre-industrial revolution kind of landscapes and villages and whatnot? Well, ultimately what it boils down to is that I grew up in a part of Halifax called Boothtown. There was a lot of mills around there. Dean Clough is very close by. And that was a very industrial, or at least industrial revolution, where everything changed. And you know, we're not a bad place to live, not a bad place to grow up. But I grew up around mills, old mills, even if they weren't in use at the time. Some of them were, and they are now in use as tourist things. So when I can come somewhere like this, and so many villages that I've taken you to, and I see it as a stopped in time thing, I find it quite fascinating. I find it interesting. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a post-industrial landscape, but this kind of place, there's just a kind of magic quality about it, or at least I think there is. And I'm always going to, if I see a graveyard, cemetery, anything like that, I'm always going to have a quick look around, see if there's anyone that's related to my family name. Can't see any in here. Now my brain's just of course clicked as to what that big Celtic cross will be there. Probably a war memorial, isn't it? Let's go and have a look anyway. Now that, guys, is a seriously impressive monument. I thought it were a war memorial, but it's not. Pretty impressive stuff though, nevertheless. Right, let's head on down and see what we can see. St John's at Cragg Vale. We'll have a walk around back to the front again. Always, as I say, I'm always interested in churches and burials and things like that. I suppose it's just something most people are interested in. I know it's kind of a grim subject, but it gets us all. You might be a king or a humble street sweeper, but sooner or later you'll meet the reaper. So yeah, we're going to have a walk around here through these And then back round to the front where we came in. So just bear with me, folks. It's all completely new to me. No less interesting, no less fascinating. And then we'll go through that gate and we'll have an explore. I think there's an old mill just kind of up there somewhere. And there's certainly the village and whatnot right round there and down there. But just for now, me and Monkey Mate are heading through these gates. So we had a slight detour because why not, but you can't really go that way. So what we'll do is we'll head back on here. I mean, there are signs saying private road, access only to the farm. You know, we knew about it, but if somebody had come out and said nope, turn around, we'd have happily turned around. So we've been a little bit cheeky. Got a couple of bits, we've obviously got some of it on film. There's a couple of photos that will be coming on the old Instagram and Facebook. Let's go up here, take a right and see what's what. See the village proper. So yeah, that's St John the Baptist in the wilderness. Right, let's head up here, guys. Let's see what we can see. Okay. You'd have thought he might have driven a bit more carefully, but you know. So, it's a wonderful little village here, and we've got, it's more of a hamlet I suppose, little baby ham, and we've got this pub here. I'm telling you mate, I'm having so many deja vus around this place, and on my way up here. So, we'll have a wander up here. Well, it looks like it may well be closed. I think it said on Google it's closed, but you know, you don't always take Google at face value, do you? And here we are again. Do we go left? Do we go right? Well, on this occasion, I'm going to take you up here. It says public footpath. There's that very old lamppost there. So let's see where we can go. Let's see what we've got up here. And then just look at this beautiful place here. Right. Now, is my phone being a bit weird and blue there, or is it just sunlight coming through? I think it might just be the sunlight. I'm not sure where this road's going to take us. Not sure how far we're going to go. Very interesting that you could at one point get up there. Looks like you no longer can. But yeah, let's have a wander up here. Let's see what we've got. Look at this old stone style here. And some tree carving there. I'm not sure what they've tried to do there. I've cleaned my lens. That seems to have made the blue flare go away. May just have been a bit of fluff on the lens, catching the light, distorting it. I'm not sure where we are going. I've got a feeling that what it's supposed to say here is Kansas is going bye-bye. So let's have a quick walk up here. Let's have a look around this corner, around this bend. Oh, hang on. We might not need to. That doesn't mean that we won't save it for another day coming up this way. Because, well, you know me. Always storing all this stuff in my brain. I'm going here one day, and there another day, and there another day. But what we are going to do is take a walk through here. So we made it through that gate. We're going to have a little wander on here. I'm looking... Oh, wow. Yeah. Let's have a wander through this way. Let's see where we can go. And I'm looking this way and that way. And I'm seeing paths and routes and everything in every direction. Brilliant stuff. It just goes to show that really most of around here, most of this part of the world, and I know it's not exclusive to Calderdale and West Yorkshire, but you can go somewhere and you don't have to go very far before you're miles away from anywhere, or at least feel like you're miles away from anywhere. Let's have a look what's up here then, eh? Through this gate. Always close the gate. Come on then, friends, we go this way. Absolutely amazing stuff. Now, I thought I could see some chimney in the woods when I was way back yonder, but I'm not saying it isn't down here. I think we may have gone a little bit off kilter, a little bit off course, but of course any one of you watching my videos know that we constantly go off course. I'm not sure we had much of a plan today. It was kind of get to Marthenroyd and then head back home, but well, seems we were a little bit, not a little bit, we're not lost, no more panicking than we ever do. Now look at this pond here. I hope I caught it on camera. I think there were a heron flying off a minute ago when I was walking up this way. Let's have a quick look up here then. Always having a quick look up here. Always going up here. Instead of doing the sensible thing and starting to head back. Just have a walk, have a wander, have a look. Because you never know. You're always going to find something that's fascinating around these parts. Or at least I think you are. I'm kind of learning not to put my phone away as well. I can't continuously film, but you know, you're starting to look and learn and go, hang on a minute, maybe don't do it just yet. Obviously you do have to put your phone away sometimes to be able to go through gates. But look at this again, absolutely magnificent around here. That's where we've come from, obviously. And this is where we're going to have a wander on. I mean, I know I say it again and again and again, but we are in Middle Earth. Or, you know, an alternate thing I might say is, I wouldn't be surprised if we're walking on here and they're filming some medieval thing, or Robin Hood or Vikings or something like that. It really wouldn't be a shocker. Purely magical around here. Purely amazing. I mean, as I said earlier in this video, I grew up in Boothstown. I think we're going to take a left, which is a fairly well developed area. Definitely post-industrial revolution. But you know, there was little bits you could wander off to that were kind of like this. Going towards Shibden, going up towards Ploughcroft, things like that. And you could have a beautiful time and escape it all. But then in the last few years, whoops, this looks a bit precarious. So I'm just going to stop filming. Right, we've made it across. Yeah, not difficult, but you know, you don't want to be filming when you should be concentrating on where you're going and getting the safe route across. But yeah, in the last few years, I've lived down this end of Calderdale. And well, in the last couple of years, I've started to take my dog on more and more of a wander. And we've gone this way, and we've gone that way. And I must say this on every video, but we're always exploring, always thinking, well, what's there this weekend? Look at this. And so, every now and then, look at him, enjoying a slump and cleaning his, and cooling his paws. So yeah, I'll always take you on these wee little adventures with me. I'll always give them a film. It's always me and my dog going on a wander, me talking absolute gibberish. But you seem to be liking it. I like doing it, you like watching it. Thank you very much. I do not know where we are going here. I do not know which river that is. And you know what? I don't mind. I'm alright. Let's have a wander on. Let's see what's what. Let's see where this path takes us. Oh, my roots are showing. And this little monkey, mate, I mean, I'm a little woodland creature, but he really, really, really is. Well, just look at that rock. That is huge, huge. We're heading up here, up on this path. I think we might be crossing the river soon. We might not be able to. I do not know. I have no idea. Oh yeah, that looks like a bridge there, if you can just see it. Is it? Is it just a fence? Well, let's just keep on. Let's keep going and see what's what, eh? Beautiful stuff. Truly amazing around here. Well, I'm not sure where we are going, and I'm not saying we won't go this way, but I think me and my mate need to start heading back soon if we can. Right, we got to this stile. I could climb over it. The doggo went round the side there. I'm starting to think like we're going and going and going and going into woodland. And there's not wrong with that. But it's 5 o'clock, very almost October, and I would like to start heading back towards, well, back towards civilization. So, what we're going to do, we're going to pencil this in, and I think we'll come back in spring and summertime when it's a little bit warmer, a little bit lighter for a little bit longer. So we're going to get the old dog along, and me, and you, heading at least back towards Mythenroyd. And then from there we can work out where we need to go. It's not a failed mission, it's not an aborted mission, it's just one we're going to have to come back to later. What have we got here? Is that a cobweb? Is it fungus growing? Is it a little bit of both? Fascinating stuff. Right guys, we've been up there, but we're kind of getting further and further away than we needed to be. And I'm starting to worry a bit because you're continuing in woodland, and it's, you know, evening's drawing on, it's getting dark and all of that. So we're going to head back, hopefully, towards Mythenroyd. I've had a look on Google Maps on my phone, and I think we're going in the right direction. And I think that right direction is by following this path. Now, we're not so far away from that road. It's like the longest, steepest gradient, but you know, it's steady. Just kind of up there somewhere. And there's a couple of things I've seen on maps, and little places that I remember seeing on the way up. So yeah, I think we're good. I think we're alright. Just kind of up there. That's where we've just been, Cragg Vale village. And I mean, at the end of the day, if you get completely bamboozled, just find the nearest blooming house, farmhouse or whatever, and go, sorry, I'm a plonker, please help. But yeah, I think we're onto some trail here. Looks well trodden, well used. So I think we're quite good. Now, I was getting a little bit upset when I had to turn around. I was thinking I'd lost footage. But then I thought, well, just have a look at it and edit it together. It's better to have something than nothing, even if it turns out just to be a couple of shorts or whatever. But this is it. It's just me and my dog, and we're just wandering on, and sometimes we are going to get a little bit lost. I mean, the first time we went down the abandoned railway line, the Ripon and Rishworth branch line, oh, such fear. I was like, arg, and turned round, and we eventually got back home, and now we walk it without thinking about it. Obviously, taking into account daylight hours and whatnot. So, I'm sure we'll be like that around here at some point. But you've always got to go the first time. And that's a private house up there. Oh, tennis club, okay. The first is always the worst, right? It's always the one where you go, ooh, I don't know where I'm going. I've got a bit lost. But you know, going out on these wonders, you've always got to make sure you're safe. Got to make sure I'm safe. Got to make sure the dog is safe. So if you're walking somewhere and you're thinking, nah, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I'm going to come out, I don't know how far, how many miles, then do stop, do have a think, and maybe turn around, because there's no shame in that. You won't be first and you won't be last. Now, there are some brave people out there. There are people that know orienteering better in. Maybe not. Not ever. There are people that know orienteering better, and they'll be able to go, yeah, that's fine, I'm going to soldier on. So I think where we are here, when I looked at some map earlier, there was no point on this map did it say you are here. So I'm looking going, well, where am I jumping on? It looks like we might be doing that trail, but backwards. Suppose we'll just keep on, just keeping having a look, keep soldiering on, and as Peter Smith says, that he loves how the doggy does the little wrecker, goes wandering on, and then comes back and says, it's okay, Dad, we can go this way. Not quite his exact words, but that was his point. More blooming mushrooms here. I mean, I get it, it's the right time of year, and trees and everything. There's blooming loads of them. I don't know what they are, but I know at least one gentleman who will. Oh, got another kind of variety there by the looks of it. A fork in the road yet again. May well go up there at some point. As I say, this time it's become a bit of a well, I think it's only going to come out where this will come out. It's become more of a just get yourself home kind of walk. But yeah, the road that we walked up was part of this steep gradient that leads to Cragg Vale. The first time I came with the doggy, only went so far. Here he comes. Everybody's monkey mate. I only went so far, and it was like, you know what, dog, I don't think there's much to see, so we'll turn around. So we've already come way further than we did that first time. Now this is about the 4th or 5th time we've been down Mytham Road, and well, I've discovered where Cragg Vale is. At least I'm fairly sure I have. And then last week I discovered again, without realising it, discovered Soyland, so you know, never a wasted journey. Might be having to turn around and go bugger it, because time's ticking on and daylight's fading and all of those things, but never a wasted journey, because now I can look and I can go, right, if we can get to there and we can get from there. You always get to a point where you know where you're going, and then you come back and you go a little bit further and a little bit further. And that's, as I say, what we'll probably do around here. Again, nights are drawing in, daylight hours are getting less, so we'll probably have some more local tours videos. But once we tip into the new year and we get that old springtime out at where, then we'll start being little adventure monkeys again. But I'll definitely try and keep content going in between, because as I say, we'll be nearby, but nearby we will be, but there'll also be places where the first time we were like, and now we can go, yeah, confidently. And then all these places kind of all interlink, so it's all good. It's never as bad as it seems. Right, let's just hobble down here onto this bridge that looks very tarmacked, that looks part of a road, civilization and all of that good stuff. So that's where we just come from. That's somewhere else to explore. That's another day, another explore. And it looks like we want to be down here and taking it left. And that'll get us back to somewhere a bit more recognisable. Now look at this bridge. Blooming heck again, you want to talk about ancient things. Old world stuff. Oh, and here we go. So maybe we could have stayed down there and come out by that farm there. But we weren't to know, and it seemed to say private land and whatnot. We're going to head back on here. See more footpaths to go down. Yeah, we're going to head back on here. No less beautiful up here. Yeah, I think what that blue thing's going on there, I don't think it was fluff on my lens earlier. I think it is just good old sunlight coming through. Absolutely astounded around here. Completely beautiful. An amazing part of the world again and again and again. This is it, you see, we're walking on. Alright, that's private residence. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's I don't know. I suppose there's all sorts going on with the light. So we'll wander on here. Now I think we saw the front of these houses as we're walking up that roadway up there. I could be wrong. As I say, look at this thing, it's an old Range Rover, I think. And that's an old VW van. Camper, old VW camper. What is going on here? It's all getting a bit hills of eyes around here, isn't it? Oh. Look at that. It's alright, let's plod on here and look at that scenery. Whoops, sorry. 1 back, 2 back, 3 back. Another wee snicket to consider for another time. Just again, astoundingly beautiful around here. And I mean, how old is it around here? How ancient is this? Yeah, we're going to have at least one more video around this part of the world. Depending on lots of things. It might be later this year, might be into next year, might even be the year after. Because there's so much to explore. So much to explore. And a lot of it is kind of similar. Again, coming back to this pre-industrial revolution kind of, you know. I know Marden Royd was had a few mills and whatnot in it, so maybe not so pre-industrial revolution, but it was like some areas I went, oh, it's almost as if it was too much to develop, to build mills and whatnot. And then if there are other areas that are a bit easier to develop. So, you know, obviously they did what they do now, and they went, right, let's go for a bit less effort. Sooner we can get a factory up, sooner we can start turning a profit, right? Well, rather than having to dig out and blast out and whatnot. Who knows? But yeah, look at these little cottages here. Fascinating stuff. Oh, hang on, yep. I remember looking down and seeing houses there and those houses there and wondering, and well, we might be able to one day. Again, another mission for another day. So back round here. And what I think we're going to do, look at that. That is well lit, isn't it? Probably don't translate on camera. That looks a bit like, oh no, it's somebody's private residence. Come on, doctor. Well, I suppose it were inevitable. We're heading back. We're all good. We just walked past the Robin Hood Inn that I stopped and had a drink on the way up. Nice cosy little pub. A pub's a pub. The only other pub that I know that sells Flensburger, the other one being the Puzzle Hall in at Sorby Bridge. But what had to happen, and it's going to happen eventually, is it's raining. Now, it's not particularly bad rain, and I don't know if it's coming through on your screen. But yeah, the sky had been threatening it for a while. So as we're heading back into Mythenroyd, that trail that we're on, somewhere in there, and the map is way further on this road. But again, as I say, now we know we might actually brave the trail one day. Here we are, heading back, absolutely soggy, absolutely blooming rainy. Now as we walk down this soggy road, I'm not too worried, because just there we've got blue sky coming over, but we're heading in that direction, and it's still got lots of sogginess. Oh, blooming heck, guys. It's been a right journey, is that. I'm not sure how this video is going to pan out, but I'll definitely be able to put something together. But yeah, there's no such thing as a wasted video. I don't know, he says that and then he thinks what. But yeah, today it's been a funny one. We went this way, we went that way, we thought we were going to go this way, we thought we were going to go that way. I don't know what footage we're going to get. I don't know how it's going to pan out. But I'll definitely throw something together. I think I got a few shorts in there as well. But this is it, you don't plan it, you just kind of sit there and you go, right, let's go here, dog. Catch a train, take a bus, just get walking. So, content. Let's see what we get. Right, me and Monkey Mate, we're going to head back. Probably next time you see me, I'll have a tennis ball head, at last.